Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Jitendra, I am preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I am going to talk about Hemu Kalani and his sacrifice for the nation, his contribution in India freedom struggle, and how he was following Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how he got motivation from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Srila Mahaprabhu from ISKCON temple, and I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but in true sense pure book, the science and immunity. And I am trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempted to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's talk about Hemu Kalani, a freedom fighter from Sindh, was engaged in all the aspects of freedom struggle from boycott of British good, non-cooperation movement. He took a part in non-cooperation movement and to Gandhi's campaign and revolutionary activities. Actually, he was follower of ideology of Mahatma Gandhi, and the person who is follower of Srimad Bhagavad Gita or who was follower of Mahatma Gandhi, that particular Mahatma Gandhi was follower of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The person who follower Mahatma Gandhi, or directly indirectly, he got influence from Srimad Bhagavad Gita because Mahatma Gandhi influenced from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So he was arrested in the conspiracy to rob the British ammunitions and pass them to India. His last wish was to born again as an Indian to finish the work of making India independent. That was his last wish to take a birth again in order to make our India free from the particular British emperor. And just see the heroic spirit of his great freedom fighter. While marching to the gallows, instead of being afraid, he quoted the verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita about immorality of the life. He stated, Nenam chetanti sastrani nena dahati pavaka na chain ankle dantyapo na sosati maruta. When actually he was a gallows, and Britishers before his execution he was not afraid, and he stated, Nenam chetanti sastrani nena dahati pavaka na chain dante anklyapo na sosati marutah. And he further stated, Vasansi jina yatha vihaya navani karanti naroparani tata sarirani vihaya jinaya anyani sayati navani dehi. And similarly, means we are giving up the old and useless garment and get into the new garment. Similarly, our soul gives up old and useless body and get into the new body. So this is what he stated, and this is why he stated, I want to take up birth again in order to serve the nation, in order to make my India free from the British emperor, British empire. He stated clearly, and he strongly believed in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. He believed the immortality of soul, immortality of soul. Nenam chedanti sasrani nena dahati pavakah na chen ankle dantyapo na shosati maruta. He clearly spoken, he clearly recited this verse of Srimad Bhagavad Gita before his execution, and he also marched to gallows with Srimad Bhagavad Gita in his hand. Before his execution, he kept Srimad Bhagavad Gita with him, and he holds Srimad Bhagavad Gita and also raised a slogan, Inqalab Zindabad, Inqalab Zindabad, Inqalab Zindabad, something like this. I hold Srimad Bhagavad Gita on my hand and I'm raising a slogan, Inqalab Zindabad, Inqalab Zindabad, Inqalab Zindabad. So this is how this particular freedom fighter Hemu Kalani spoken. Hemu Kalani executed this all freedom struggle, means contribution in the freedom struggle of India, and he clearly spoken many verses of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Clearly recited. He stated, Sarva dharman paritejante mame ekam sarnam vajraha aham tam sarva pape bhi moksha shami masula. Hemu Kalani stated. Even Lord Krishna stated in verse number 66, chapter number 18. Abandon your all religious practices and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. So he has surrendered unto the nation. He has, because he had clearly seen Lord Krishna into the nation, in the poor people, in order to, he tried to eradicate the pain of the others. And whenever we are trying to eradicate the pain of others, Lord Krishna is situated in our heart, in our mind, in our body, because it's actually, this is called real dharma. Try to eradicate the pain, or make a people free from the pain. This is called dharma. This is real dharma. So in a dharma, Lord Krishna is always situated. This is how he believed. This is how he stated. This is how he following of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Inqilab Zindabad, long life revolution, Jai Hind, Jai Maa Bharati.